Good afternoon, everyone, from Destin, Florida. We're here at McGuire's in Destin. If you kept up with our channel, you know McGuire's is one of our favorite restaurants of all time. We filmed the one in Pensacola a few times. We've never filmed this one, even though we've been here way more than Pensacola one. So there it is right there, McGuire's Irish Pub. We're gonna head on inside and get some of our favorite food of all time. Join us for an excellent meal. McGuire's Irish Pub. We just love this place. Just want to show you the outside. They have a whole upstairs seating area. They have a sunset deck bar up there. Of course, the inside seating area downstairs. They have the wine cellar, Irish gifts and fine wines. Just a heads up, if you go to the restrooms over there, they're labeled differently. The men's is actually the women's actually the men's. You'll understand once you see it. Way over there, they have McGuire's sushi. I always want to give the McGuire's sushi a try. And just want to show you the outside here. This little smokehouse right here. That's where they actually smoke a lot of their meats at. So you got a little Irish phone booth there, which is the ATM. Cornhole out here. And one of the specials one time was a smoked prime rib I had. Oh man, that smoked prime rib was out of this world insane. It was so good. And if you're looking at McGuire's and look just to your left, past all this outside seating, they have Vinnie McGuire's. And Vinnie McGuire's is some amazing pizza. There's a little bar right there, so you can walk to the bar and get drinks for either inside or outside. And there's not much seating in there, but the pizza at Vinnie McGuire's is fantastic. This little building did burn down a while back, so it's fully rebuilt and fully reopened. But they did have a fire there, it was very sad. But we love Vinnie McGuire's pizza as well. As soon as you come into McGuire's, you see all the dollar bills. It's just an iconic thing there for McGuire's. The big moose right there. Such an awesome restaurant. They brew their own beers here. There's like the brewing area. I think it's beer or ale one. So they have their own brewery here. Look at this place in here. McGuire's Irish Pub lunch menu. Their menus are always so huge. There's a couple of things they have right there for a house special right now. There's their martini menu. Irish wait, it's a little bit dark and hard here to see. They got appetizers in here. Those Irish boxies are some of the best things ever. Reuben egg rolls are fantastic. Even the Irish potato skins are great. Again, it's a huge menu. It's a traditional pub fare. We love those shepherd's pies here. Soups and salads. Steaks and chops. The New York strip prime here is fantastic. And the peppercorn prime steak is also really good. I guess that's showing me how many times they've been here, right, Steph? Bone-in cuts. They have all the steak burgers. My favorite is the McGuire's Steakhouse sauce and onion ring burger right there. So good. Desserts here. Kosher sandwiches. I think Steffi's had the Reuben or pastrami once before. Had it. It was good. The Reuben. Yeah, the Reuben was really good. There's a little more information back here on the back. And then they have this information right here. They've always had the sushi place next door, but they got a full sushi menu here now you can order off of. That red part's really hard to read. But there's poke bowls here, and there's all your rolls down here at the bottom. I think we've actually sat in this seat a few times, haven't we, Steph? I just love looking around this whole restaurant, the dollar bills and everything. It's just such a cool restaurant, and the big moose over there. Look at that. Thank you, ma'am. One of our all-time favorite appetizers at all restaurants are these Irish boxies here, which is like your fried mashed potatoes. They also have, it comes with a guacamole dipping sauce, a salsa, and a horseradish sauce. All three sauces are really good, but that's one of our all-time favorite, like I said, appetizers from any restaurant at all. That's the horseradish, the guacamole dip over there, and the salsa right there. We showed you the boxies, and if you know, you know, right, Steph? Who has the best bread in town? They do. That's that dark. What can I think of the name of it now? That dark bread. But look at that.
It's not pumpernickel, is it?
No, it's not. But look at that butter all over it. This bread here is always a top-notch bread every single time. The meal is off to a great start. The bread, as you know, here is fantastic. If you've never had the bread here, you'll absolutely love it. And any meal they do an Irish boxy at. Best of the best. Just love fried mashed potatoes. That's also an amazing start. And sushi. I finally get to try the McGuire's sushi. It's on the way, y'all. The food has arrived, and Steph got her all-time favorite, the shepherd's pie. And we love those shepherd's pies here. And I've always wanted to try the sushi. So for the first time ever, I went with the sushi. Usually it's been next door, like a sushi type, hibachi type place. But now they've got the sushi in here. They said about the last year. So, you know, we've been going to the Pensacola location recently. But this is the ultimate spicy tuna roll. It's got spicy tuna. It's got cucumber. It's got yellowfin tuna on top of it there. And then it's got spicy mayo, jalapeno, a chili garlic sauce, tobacco, and green onion in there. And tobacco is those little fish eggs that give a little bit of a crunch to it. So look at that. That looks so good. I'll give a full review outside. This tuna is top notch. It's got something special inside of it too. I'll explain outside. It's got full chunks of tuna. So that tuna, spicy tuna mix that we're so used to. Man, this is, you see I'm already working it here. Look at that stuff. It's a big old roll, but it is so good.
Yep. And the shepherd's pie is delicious as always, but I'm finished. I can't finish. I can't eat anymore.
Every time we get it, we always say the same thing, that we should always split one. We always take half of it back. So maybe in the future, instead of eating sushi, we get a sushi and half of that. But sometimes we eat sushi. You tried it twice now.
I've tried it. It's not that I don't try it. I just...
Once like 7 or 8 years ago, and then once like a few months ago.
Yeah.
To give it a try again. And
it's
still not a
just
Stephanie thing.
No, it's not.
The bill has arrived. $3.40 and $3.40 for the drinks. Irish boxes $13.99. Shepherd's pie $20. And that ultimate spicy tuna roll, which was fantastic, $17, came to $63.06. Back to the car we are. So good every time. Service was great as always. Shepherd's pie was fantastic. I always take a bite or two of stuff. That's Stephanie's all-time favorite shepherd's pie. And it's just always so good. And we literally got 75% of it to-go box back there behind me. We'll definitely be eating that as a maybe dinner later on, or maybe we'll get some fish later. I'm not sure what we'll be doing for later. But definitely give McGuire's a try. Both the Pensacola and the Destin locations are absolutely fantastic. You know, I showed you that little building to the left, which is Vinnie McGuire's. That pizza there, we can't recommend that pizza enough. It's so good. And it was closed for a while due to fire. Now it's back open. So definitely, if you want some pizza, get that. You know, I showed you the sushi place when we were going in. They had sushi inside. She said about a little less than a year ago or so, they started doing the sushi menu here. And so I was like, man, as we were actually talking about this trip, should we skip McGuire's and go do the sushi? Steph doesn't eat sushi, but they do have the hibachi section, or they used to. I'm not sure they still do. And you can order hibachi, they'll bring it out. So Steph could get like a filet hibachi or something. I can get the sushi. But since Steph loves the shep pies, and everything on that menu is so good. You know, I've mentioned before, I've had the smoked prime rib, I've had the steaks, I've had everything on there. What's it about?
I said shepherd.
Shep. Steph always tells me not to say shep. I mean, we've had a lot of that big menu over the years. Burgers. So I was like, you know, get Steph the shep pie and I'll find something for sure. I almost was thinking about getting that A1, not A1, but the steak sauce burger. They put an onion ring on the burger and fill it up with steak sauce. I think it's in our last Pensacola video. But those steaks here too are so good. And then, I don't ever see on the menu anymore, but it was at least probably 10 years ago, you think, Steph? When I had the smoked prime rib.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that smoked prime rib was my favorite prime rib of all time. But you have to like smoked flavor, because it was not just like, oh, I can taste a little smokiness in the meat. It was like, this has been smoked a long time. I'm getting way off track here of our history of McGuire's. But I'm so glad I tried the sushi. I had the ultimate sushi roll. Excuse me. Ultimate spicy tuna, thank you, babe. One of my favorite sushi rolls of all time. That was really amazing. And most of the time you get the spicy tuna, it's got like that kind of mixture of the spicy mayo and the tuna kind of mixed up in there. This was like almost like ahi tuna. It was just big old chunks of it in there. It was so good. Irish boxies were good again. Always recommend those. I'm getting choked up. I love this place so much. But yeah, if you're out in the Destin area, definitely you'll love this restaurant. Get the pizza. Come here for the main food at McGuire's. Get the sushi. Wherever you go over here, you'll love it. If you go to the restroom, again, just a heads up, men's is actually women's is actually men's. I always tell people that just so they don't get confused. It's interesting. And they have a gift shop there too. So with that being said, another amazing trip to McGuire's. We love it. We'll be back. And the nerds are out.